Hello and welcome to another Optelec Enhanced Vision product demonstration. So today this is part 2 of our non-illuminated range, and we've got a selection of handheld, dome and bar magnification, pocket magnification, and then clip-on magnification for spectacle use, and also finally the TV glasses and binoculars. So it's quite a varied range, and I'm only going to go into the basics regarding these to show you different possibilities. So with our Sempral range from Schweizer, these are non-illuminated magnifiers. And a lot of people will ask, well, isn't illuminated magnification the default? And yes, it is, absolutely. But there is still a need for non-illuminated magnification. And an examples being for people who do have extreme light sensitivity, who don't want to use external light sources, such as the built-in LEDs. People who just need to do spot checks in supermarket scenarios, where they're only going to be looking at price labels or sell-by dates, or just very, very briefly finding information. Then these sort of devices are just as relevant and useful. So they do come in different powers. They start off at 6 diopter and go to 39 diopter in the Sempral range. The big boy is Sir range, which these are the stand magnifiers. So there is actually foldable, collapsible stand wireframe and a foldable handle. This one is a 10 diopter, so it's a rectangular. And like normal magnification, normal magnifiers, it is very important that they are held at the correct distance from the reading material for them to operate correctly. But there is pocket magnifiers which are also very, very popular and less known. This is the Schweizer Ergo Pocket. Again, they come in different sizes, so 12 diopter to 56 diopter, so they do have a very good range. They are a foldable magnifier, a very sturdy case. These are practically bomb-proof. This has been dropped so many times. I would like to try and count how many times, and it's still in brilliant condition. So very, very useful. They are available with the lanyard strap, so you can put that lanyard around your neck and put that into a pocket. I'd say these are very useful for supermarkets, again for spot checking, and because of the varied range of powers, there's going to be the right magnification for most individuals. One of the more popular ones for schools and school children is our Brightfield's dome magnification. Plus and minuses, because again with low vision there's always a plus and minus. With the dome Brightfield magnifiers, they are only 1.8 times magnification, so very limited magnification. It tends to be that school children can get away still with using that magnification, whereas adults would certainly need more. They do come in different sizes, and they obviously get a lot of people talking about thinking they look just like paperweights, and yeah, they kind of do. But even though they are different sizes, they are still only 1.8 times magnification. So you may be able to see that one has a reading line. It might be harder to see on there, but this one has a red reading line through there and this one doesn't. So there is an option, and obviously the reading line is just to make it easier for reading, to keep the text in a straight line when you're reading across it. But that obviously is an option. The main advantage of a Brightfield is that it doesn't matter how close or far away you are from it. Unlike a handheld non-illuminated magnifier where you have to get the magnification height right for your visual acuity, so that you're moving closer to the text and moving the magnifier to a set distance for that power. With a Brightfield, you don't have to do that. You simply place that on top of the reading material and you can read it from pretty much any angle. So for children, that learning curve of having to correctly hold and use a magnifier, which is not always easy, especially if the child's 3 or 4, 5 year old, Brightfield is very forgiving because they simply place it down there. Of course, one of the biggest disadvantages of using a bright field is you clearly can't write underneath it, so it is purely for reading. But and it is quite heavy. It's acrylic, but this larger 90mm one, it is quite weighty, so that's got to be taken into account there. But it's, as I said, its biggest advantage is being able to read from pretty much any angle, because obviously with a bright field, the light spread and light is coming in from every angle, so it does give quite a lot of field of view. A bar magnifier works pretty much the same way as a bright field. So a bar magnifier, this one again has a red line through. So the whole idea, once again, you are placing that directly on top of the reading material and just moving it left and right, up and down. Because it's a bar, you are going to get a lot more text. So as opposed to a door magnifier where you will be moving it left and right and up and down a lot more, with a bar magnifier, chances are you're just moving it up and down. So the same principles, exactly the same principles as a bright field. Again, very popular with school children. So one of the other items is the Rideau clip. So the whole idea of this is, it comes in 3 powers, up to 7 diopter. So this quite simply clips on to a pair of spectacles. You have a clip on there and your lens in front. So again, for that hands-free magnification, where you need to be able to use your hands, the Rideau clip is quite a good product. Again, because of its limited diopter magnification, it is only going to be suitable for certain people, but certainly we've had quite a bit of success with that in the past. One of our more popular products is our TV glasses. So these particular ones are a relative new style. We used to have a different style one, but we've moved over to this one because we prefer the larger distancing ring on either side. So you simply click these to move the lens, the front lens, back or forwards to get it into focus. So that moves up and down, and there is numbers on the side there, and it's very tactile. So you wear them like you would wear a pair of spectacles. You don't wear your spectacles underneath them, so these replace your spectacles, and they are purely for television use, effectively meaning that a lot of people who have visual impairments tend to sit a lot closer to the television if they're able to see it, which is not ideal. So the whole idea of TV glasses is that we could, by placing them on their head and adjusting them to the correct distance and focal distance, we can hopefully get them to sit 5 or 6 feet away, which is where they used to sit, back on the sofa watching the television. It effectively magnifies the image roughly by 2 times, thereby giving people enough to be able to see what's happening on TV. Again, it works differently for different people, depending on their visual acuity, but certainly I have had plenty of people say that they can now read what channel number they're on. They can now read the information that goes across news channels, the sort of tick tape information on the bottom of the screen, whereas before they didn't do that. Because it is spectacle mounted magnification, much like our prismatics and microscopic range, you do not walk about in these because obviously everything is magnified. But certainly for home use, they are very, very effective. And I'd say they roughly work with around 70% of people who we try them on. Obviously, they're not going to work with everybody, but people can normally try them on within 10-15 seconds. They know whether it's going to work and be suitable for not. It also goes without saying that once they've actually set the distance correct, the focal distance for their eyes, they never have to change that again. So they would just pick them up, use them, and then take them off. They're very lightweight, they are very effective. So again, these are our TV power glasses. And one of our last things, because people were asking about it in my last presentation regarding binoculars, I had a few questions on the Zoom broadcast the day after regarding binoculars. So we do have a range of binoculars. These are Carson products, so these aren't made by Schweizer, but they are extremely cost effective. This particular one is an 8x21, and much like the binoculars, the whole idea is you are looking through this, you have a focus ring to adjust magnification. They are extremely lightweight and are available through low vision clinics and community schemes. And not surprisingly, they do exactly what binoculars do. The difference also being with these is that you can set them for close focus, so you can read newspapers from a sitting distance or a standing distance. You can do your intermediate distance. So again, examples looking through the glass in shop windows to see products or prices on items that you would not normally be able to use with a magnifier. And obviously for distance, so certainly sporting events, horse racing, rugby, football, things like that, they also have uses for that. Or even just in the back garden, looking down to bird watching and such like that. So again, these sort of things are available through the normal low vision service within the NHS. They do come within a variety of powers and sizes, but this probably one is one of our most popular one because it's a nice rugged, lightweight, rubber cased, compact size. So that's basically our non-illuminated range. Haven't gone into great detail, but the information on all these products, as usual, is available on our website and through our normal means of contact. So once again, thanks very much for joining me, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you.